all your school rugby, all in one place. This is Next Gen 15.
Alright guys, welcome to Next Gen 15, and we continue our series of the top 10 under 23 players by position, and today we are going to be looking at the top 10 under 23 wings in the world. So if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as bell notification, and as soon as new videos are released you'll be the first to know. So let's get into the top 10. In 10th place we have Etene Nanai-Seturo from New Zealand. Now Nanai-Seturo burst onto the scene as a school player, being part of a successful St. Kitts team. Blessed with blistering pace, the 92 kg winger has a lethal sidestep and has the ability to unlock even the most stubborn of opposition defences. Straight after leaving school, the prospect was drafted into New Zealand's 7th squad, where he immediately made a name for himself with some scintillating performances. His performances did not go unnoticed, and in 2019 he made the move to the 15-man game, and he made his debut for the Chiefs, where he has so far scored 5 tries in 12 appearances. In 9th place we have Olly Sleightholme from England. Now Olly Sleightholme is a player who no doubt would have set the under-20 championship alight this year, with the Northampton prodigy already having represented the England team on 10 occasions, dotting down 5 times. The son of John Sleightholme, a former England international, Olly's talent was evident at school level, with him being a star player in the Northampton boys team who reached the 2018 semi-finals of the NatWest Schools Cup. He was rewarded with selection for the England under-18 team, where he scored 3 tries in 4 appearances. While in the Northampton Saints Academy, Sleightholme was called up to train with the senior squad, which is unusual for an 18-year-old, and made his debut against Wasps and scoring a try within 14 seconds of coming on. Despite only being 20 years of age, Sleightholme has gone on to represent the Saints on 17 occasions, scoring 10 tries in the process. In 8th place we have Nowaganitowase from Australia. One of the most naturally gifted young athletes in world rugby, Mark is a part of a new generation of Australian rugby players that are set to play a key part in the revival of the Wallabies in the coming decade. Starting off in rugby league at 14 years of age, he made the transition to union and has not looked back. The player first showcased his talents at the 2019 Oceania Under-20 Championship, where he helped Australia to their first ever win in the competition. Later in the year, he was selected in the Junior Wallabies squad for the World Under-20 Championship, where he represented them with distinction. The Australian team reached the final of the tournament, losing to France by a single point in a match where he scored the second fastest final try in the tournament's history. 4 tries in 7 matches shows his finishing ability, and he was rewarded with a call-up to the Waratahs, where he has so far scored an impressive 4 tries in only 4 appearances. In 7th place we have Cokanasiga from England. Now weighing in at a staggering 122 kilograms and standing 6 foot 4 inches, and despite only being 22 years of age, is a truly terrifying physical specimen. Born in Fiji, he moved to the UK with his family before his first birthday. He represented England schools on their tour to South Africa in 2016, and in 2017 was part of an England under-20 squad at the World Championship, where he scored 2 tries in 4 appearances. Eddie Jones took notice of the youngster and immediately named him in his 2017 squad for their tour of Argentina, and just a year later made his international debut against Japan, scoring a try in the process. In all, he has made 9 senior appearances for England, scoring 7 tries in the process, and one has the feeling that there'll be many more to come over the coming years. In 6th place, we have Clarke from New Zealand. Clarke is the son of former All Black Aroni, and he is showing that the apple does not fall far from the tree. Weighing in 110 kilograms and standing at 6 foot 3 inches, despite only being 21 years of age, he already has the physical attributes to become a serious player on the international stage. Having represented the Junior All Blacks for 2 years shows how highly rated the youngster was at the level, and he duly rewarded his coach's faith in him, scoring 8 tries in only 11 appearances. The Mags powerhouse has impressed of late for the Blues in Super Rugby and has represented the Auckland powerhouse on 19 occasions, scoring 6 tries in the process. His form has seen him being rewarded by a call-up to the All Blacks 35-man squad that was recently announced. A huge future in the game no doubt awaits. In 5th place we have Rees-Zammit from Wales. One of the most talented Welsh wingers in a generation, Rees-Zammit is no doubt the heir apparent to the last great Welsh wing, Shane Williams. One could argue that the player is more ahead in terms of his development than Williams was at the same age. Having started his career within the Cardiff Academy system, Rees-Zammit made the move to Hartbury College, where he was a standout player in the AASC team and was duly rewarded for his form by gaining selection to the Gloucester senior team while still in school, becoming the team's youngest ever player in Premiership history. In 2019, he scored 2 tries against Worcester and only a few weeks later became the first 18-year-old to score a Premiership hat-trick. His performances led to him being named Premiership Player of the Month, a rare achievement for a player of that age. In January 2020, he received his first call-up to the Wales senior team, and there's no doubt that the player has the potential to go on to become Wales' all-time leading try scorer. In fourth place, we have Darcy Graham from Scotland. Scottish rugby has gone under a revival of sorts under Gregor Townsend, with a new generation of speedy and exciting young backs set to carry the team into a new era. At the forefront of this is Darcy Graham. While still in school, the prodigy's talent was evident when, as a 17-year-old, he was a regular at Hawick Rugby Club, a team that reached the final of the Scottish Cup. Having represented Scottish schools with distinction, Graham would go on to be selected for the Scotland under-20 team not for 1 but for 2 years, scoring a try every other game in 16 appearances. While still a teenager, he was drafted into the Edinburgh senior team where he made 18 appearances, in the process scoring 9 tries. He received his first senior call-up in 2018 and has since made 7 appearances for the team, scoring 5 tries, including a brace against England in the 2019 Calcutta Cup. In third place, we have Tyrone Green from South Africa. A highly rated prospect from South Africa, Green is seen by many as a future Springbok whose career could have easily kick-started in 2020, where no doubt he would have made a tremendous impact in this year's Super Rugby competition. Although weighing in at only 89 kgs and standing at 5'10", Green's relative slight physique should not be taken at face value. A truly ferocious player who thrives in the physical contact, Green's natural strength has seen him carve open even the most stubborn defences, and his defensive work is a sight to behold. A utility back who's comfortable in virtually any position within the backline, we believe that Green's future will be at wing, where his powerful running lines, security under the high ball and kicking game give him a versatility not offered by many modern-day wings. He represented South Africa Schools A in 2016, but did not make the cut to the 2017 Under-20 Baby Box squad. It was in 2018 where Green showcased his ability for the Baby Box at the World Championship, being one of the players of the tournament. 16 appearances with the Lions with a return of 2 tries may seem like a low strike rate for a wing, but do not let the stats fool you. The Lions have been on a rebuilding phase, and had Green been at a higher level team, no doubt he would have racked up the tries. Harlequins have seemed to agree with his assessment, having signed the youngster to a contract in 2020 where he will continue his rugby education. In second place, we have Sevo Reece from New Zealand. Now, Sevo Reece is another Fijian-produced talent that will enhance the All Black squad over the coming years. Born and raised on the island nation, Reece excelled at rugby and athletics while at Queen Victoria School before moving to New Zealand and joining the Hamilton Boys rugby program. After leaving school, he joined local club Melville and helped them to their first Breweries Cup win in over 30 years. A 2-year stint at Waikato followed, where the youngster scored 134 points in only 33 appearances. The Crusaders won the fight for the prodigy signature, and so far Reece has scored 23 tries in only 27 appearances for the South Island Giants. In 2019, he made his All Black debut and has gone on to score 4 tries in his first 7 appearances. In first place, we have Rieko from New Zealand. One could be forgiven for thinking Ione was over the age of 23. So long has the talent been front and centre in the minds of the rugby public. A product of rugby powerhouse Auckland Grammar, Ione has had a meteoric rise to the top of world rugby. In 2015, aged only 17, he made his debut for Auckland, becoming one of the union's youngest ever debutants. 12 tries in 16 appearances followed, with the Blues Super Rugby franchise drafting Ione in the 2016 season. Since making his debut for the Blues, he has gone on to score 38 tries in 60 appearances. In the same year he made his Blues debut, his form resulted in being called into the All Black squad while still a teenager and becoming the 8th ever youngest All Black in history. While his form may have tapered off a bit in 2019, there is an old saying that form is temporary but class is forever, and thus we name Rieko our number 1 under-23 wing in the world. If you appreciated this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, and if you have not yet, get with the program and click that subscribe button as well as bell notification. While you're here, if you're interested in more quality content, why not head over to our website, www.nextgen15.com. That's www.nextgenxv.com. Cheers.